Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of the 2nd season of Kemono Friends. So, last episode, we ended off on a pretty big thing. So, yeah, the final scene, we had a friend show up that seemed to be affected by some sort of evil cursed thing, like clearly very corrupted. And we had another human show up, the one that had been foreshadowed for a while, and just throw in a, paper airplane to distract them, as we've seen demonstrated in season one. And that human turned out to be none other than Kaban herself. And yeah, she seems to remember Serval because she said her name at the end there, so yeah, that was probably the biggest thing we've left off on this entire season. And yeah, if you watched my reaction to the previous episode, it was pretty obvious that I just completely dropped the ball as far as understanding what happened in that final scene goes. But I do get it now, so we can move forward now. So yeah, let's just get into it. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, pretty terrifying. Yeah, a little scary. Uh, Go fetch. Go get it. Go get it. Go, go. There. Quick, everybody escape while it's distracted. She didn't act much like a friend, she acted like an enemy. Yeah, that's the moment. Yeah, when she said Serbal's name, just sounded like, come on, but not much down the previous lines, she didn't as much. Oh, you finally awake? So we're just not gonna have our Serval Kaban proper reunion? You barely did anything. Yeah, he really didn't. Let's leave. What to say, I heard some beeping. Wow, she still has the bus. Okay. I don't know if it's the same bus or not, but it's probably not. It looks different, but so does everything else in this new season. Okay, so she didn't leave us. She came back. That's good. Having Kaban's great and all, but I still want my penguins. I'm not gonna let you on the hook for that. Give me my penguins. I meant in the show itself. You can tell they're searching for something because their hands on their forehead like that. We might not have our own vehicle anymore, but we got a new one. That's also a really nice looking stage. Is that somewhere on in Japari Park? A new morning. Oh. It does have some cracks in the windows and stuff. Huh. Okay, that's cool. And then she falls out 2 seconds later. I mean, you should already know you're cerebral, but... And there's 100% confirmation. Aw, man, it feels so good to hear her name again. Of course, shit's in her bag. Come on. If she can do that. Uh... I... I don't know why I'm so happy just to have Kaban back. It just... It's so good. Yes, she is human as well. She was the original human. I guess somebody built a wall. And a gate. That's a house right there. Somebody's been moving up in the world. I was a little bit confused though, because I'm pretty sure Kaban left on a boat at the end of Season 1. To go to a different island, but... I guess she came back at some point, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, it's a big wall, I don't think she can get past that. A beast. Not a lucky beast, I presume. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so it's like a... Kind of like a cancer cell type thing. Beasts. Yeah, I noticed. She didn't seem very friendly at all. uh, well. Okay, that's pretty interesting, actually. Oh, oh, Professor! Wow, they're seriously here. Uh, uh, wow. Oh, oh my god. They're seriously here. Uh, yeah, it's what it does. They should know the professor. Everybody knows the professor. Yes. I am well aware. That explains why it's so high-tech, I guess. I would love to. That's just who they are. It's fine. Uh, yeah. Yes. uh, Drink it. A little bit pushy, but does it help you sing, though? That's a real question. Ooh. Oh wow, even test tubes and beakers and stuff. We are really professional. Are they making owl sounds? Was it just my imagination? They actually have some of it. And that makes sense, I guess, but... Yes. Ugh, that looks gross. Ah, okay. Is that a lot? It was like 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that was like more than I thought it was, but still not a huge amount. Cute to do, indeed. It's so weird seeing Kaban like taller than the professor and stuff. It does look spicy. Yeah, still be a baby. Yes, they got used to it. Yes, just keep sailing as you eat the whole thing, just like they did back in the day. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, they go back to their animal form and, you know, lose memories and stuff. Yeah, we already know about that. Yeah, I won't remember what it. Yeah. But it happens. It happened to Cerebral before. Almost happened to Cerebral twice. Ooh. Swimming? What are you doing? Oh. Well. Oh, that's bad. What was that? Like a submarine with wings. So when's she gonna get her second feather? That's what I want to know. Well, clearly foreshadowing some conflict later on. A guide to water. Okay. Yeah, that's water. I finally understand it. The water? I guess that... guess that makes sense. Oh? Well, I mean, we know what happened to Ceruleans when they touched the water, but... I was actually about to mention that, yeah. Yeah. There are definitely underwater volcanoes, that's the thing. Well, I guess you wouldn't. Yeah, it's all over close to the water, so... I probably should have made the connection sooner. Yes. Oh, I guess that's your job. Voluntold. That's your fault, so yeah, go for it. Yes. We don't got time for that. Let's go. Yeah, they can fly, so... Yeah, we're gonna get there pretty quickly. Okay, that's gonna be a problem, isn't it? They waited till they left. Yeah, I bet. What? I have missed my owls a lot. Maybe not as much as the penguins, but a lot. They all flew off. It's, you know. Bigger concern is this really am getting active in the bottle. Oh, they are. Okay, we should probably deal with that. Oh no, not the bus. Yeah, no. That's a reasonable assumption, but no. This is the only inanimate object that was there? Oh? Oh. Well, that's something. Don't drop me. Yeah, it is, but, you know. You're above water, you'd be fine. Ooh, that's danger right there. Thing's huge. That can't be possible. Cerulean, when they step in the water, they get all rocky. So that can't be possible unless they're really changing the mechanics of this world. Like fighting a bull, trying to dodge its charge attacks. How do you beat up a bus? Uh, what are you gonna do? Punch it? I mean, surely it's supposed to have a crystal that you hit. I guess we just go to this crystal because of the angle. I guess it was there. Kaban did nothing to help with that situation. uh, are they already back? Oh, cool. Yeah. They almost dropped me a few times, but we're good. I got ice cubes. We're drinking well tonight, girls. Won't be as good as this house, though. Lucky Beast, yeah. You see more to our Lucky Beast, but it kind of broke. Yes. Margay! Yes, yes, yeah, yes. 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 Uh, that is very promising. Because Margay, our game manager of the Penguins. Elaborate. Yep, that is her. That's Kaban. Does Kaban remember, though? Because she didn't mention anything about it the whole time, so either she didn't remember or didn't want to bring it up to several who clearly also didn't talk about it. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused on that. I wanted to at least talk about that, but apparently not. Huh. I didn't want that episode to end, I'll be honest. I believe this is a new ED. Which is interesting. Although there's not much to it visually. It just kind of purplish crystal just kind of floating around. I mean, I assume it's supposed to be Sandstar, but... Oh, here we go. We're getting something. Something else into focus. And there's Professor. Good job. Yeah. That we can agree on. Beyond Speed, huh? That's an interesting title. Okay, that was the 6th episode of the 2nd season of Kemono Friends. Now, the episode started off with just kind of showing how the last episode ended. You know, that was a smooth transition or whatever. But yeah, you know, at first I thought Kaban would just kind of straight up leave, and that was it for her. But luckily that wasn't the case. She actually came back with the vehicle and drove us away. Not only did she drive us away, she drove us to her house. You know, obviously Kururu has been looking for her house for a while, but now she gets to see, you know, a proper human house to, you know, to get an idea. It also has a wall, which is obviously very convenient for keeping out beasts, which we learn about in a minute. Yeah, we go there and we, well, I think the first thing we did was meet the professor and her assistant, so yeah, that was pretty. I guess the exact order doesn't matter too much, but yeah, if it wasn't obvious, I was pretty excited when we saw them. I don't know how well that came across, but yeah, I'm not sure if I've commented that that was a couple of the characters that I wanted to see returned, but they were also pretty high up on my want to see characters from season one. So when the door just opened and they were there, that was just the oh man, I was excited. But yeah, anyway, they got in there. They talked about the beasts and how they're basically an alternative branching path from the same process that turns animals into friends. It's a possibility that you like get split off into a different way and just become a beast. So yeah, that's not something you want to have happen to you. But yeah, it's pretty unfortunate for anyone who has to deal with that. Did they talk about if there's a way to fix that? I don't think they did. So, like, how would you cure, a beast? Could you just uh, is the only thing to have a cerulean eat them and then have them try again with becoming a friend? Is that the only way to deal with it? I don't know. It'd be nice if there was a good way to solve that. Do they have a crystal that we could break similar to cerulean, which would solve it? I doubt that, but because it's pretty unfortunate to be like that because you're basically just a feral animal, so that's not a good thing at all. Definitely. But yeah, they did also full on confirm that that was indeed Kaban. I mean, it was obvious, of course, but it was good to actually hear the name he said. That made me quite happy too. As Lucky Beast wristband because season one, their Lucky Beast broke and all they had left was its the CPU, and they just used that. And yeah, that's similar to what she has, and she even gave Kaban one, so pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, I do love the themed Lucky Beasts that do a little bit of work and then leave, but it's good to have one to stick with you for a while. Definitely good. But yeah, also apparently also the professor's research facility is next to Kaban's home, so it all works out pretty well. And yeah, this episode, especially with the professor stuff, man, it really just dive deep into that season one nostalgia. Like seriously, and I've commented before about how have some mixed feelings with that sort of thing, but man, I just was deep into it this episode, just pretty much nothing but enjoying it this time. But just a lot of callbacks, with the food, because when we first met the professor and her assistant, we made them curry, and they were like, "Ah, this is horrible! Like, what did you make us? This is garbage. Yeah, this is complete trash." And just kept eating it until it was gone, and then wanted seconds. And they were quite obviously trying to reenact that with Conical over there. And yeah, it was just yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I can't deny that. I just can't. But stuff like that was good. But yeah, they also talked about the Sandstar and the Ceruleum, I think they said. Which I mean, I'm trying to think about season one. I think the explanation for where Cerulean come from, I could have swore that was when Sandstar touched something that wasn't organic, right? Like if it touches an animal, that becomes a friend, and if Sandstar touches something non-organic, it becomes a cerulean, like an inanimate object. I could have swore season one said something like that, but it seemed the explanation here was a little bit different. How it was that said cerulean substance when that touches something. I don't know. It's a little. I'm a little bit confused on that one, to be honest. But also confused because one thing I definitely remember from season one is that when a cerulean touches the water, at very least salt water, it becomes like molten rock, volcanic rock, whatever you want to call it. So a cerulean swimming in the ocean just wouldn't happen. Like that'd be ridiculous. So I'm curious exactly what that is because either they threw that rule out the window, or that's not a cerulean. And if it's the latter, I have no idea what it could be. Like, yeah, I don't know. So I definitely want a good answer on that one. Definitely. But yeah, the assistant telling Carnicle to just drink the tea was pretty funny. I enjoyed that. And man, I just really just missed the owls so much. Like I remember watching the one, YouTube video about them with all their dialogue, wada wada wa, kashkoi, all that good stuff. So just the owls are really high up on my favorite friends list. So just it was great just seeing all of that, all of their stuff, their adorableness. Just I love them. But yeah, you had Kurio that eventually decided to think about this stuff herself, and eventually came to the conclusion that they are coming from the ocean because all the cerulean sites are close to the ocean, close to the water. So it makes sense. And she mentioned the underwater volcanoes, and then they just flew her out over there because it was her hypothesis. She had to confirm it, so she went there, scooped some up, and left. That's when they saw the underwater something. And yeah, so obviously that's gonna come into play later on at some point. That'll probably be like the final boss that we vanquish, in a manner similar to Season 1. So, I don't know how though, because the Season 1 one we defeated by luring it into the water, and if this swims in the water, that's not gonna happen, so... Yeah, I got several questions in regards to that whole topic, to be sure. The one thing that was on my mind for a lot of the episode was exactly the relationship between Serval and Kaban. We know their Season 1 relationship, but just, it's so weird though, because Kaban, she mentioned Serval's name, like, right away, like, end of last episode, so that kind of heavily implies she remembers her, and yet she didn't really say anything at all about their previous adventure together, or long time no see, or anything like that, so... Then you have Serval, they didn't really say much about it, but, so I thought maybe she lost her memory of that from, like, being eaten or something, but then you have article that mentioned about stories that Serval's told her, so I don't really understand the disconnect there, and then just, why don't they talk about anything? If somebody gets that and it went over my head, then please explain it to me, but that did confuse me a little bit exactly, what was with that. Let's see, anything else to really mention with the episode? They mentioned Margay. They mentioned Margay, who is obviously the manager of PPP and the live stage and all that, so that heavily implies we're going to be getting our penguins at some point. And that will be something to be very excited about when it happens. So hopefully that happens soon. I mean, Penguins is episode 8 of Season 1, I think, so... Yeah, that's in the somewhat near future, so it would make sense if that would be also when we see them in this season. Because as episode 7, what did it say the title was again? Was it at the end? Beyond Speed, okay. Beyond Speed. So, I'm curious exactly what that could mean. Are we going to be dealing with a very fast friend? Like a rabbit or a cheetah, perhaps? I mean, maybe not a cheetah. We already have a lot of cats in the show, so I don't know if they'd do that. But, and a rabbit would be good, so... I don't know, but I assume speed has to refer to like a fast animal. But what about the beyond speed? Like, are we going to help a fast friend become even faster? Or are we going to help a relatively slow friend become faster to defeat a fast friend in a race? Possibly. That's the only thing I can really think of. So, I wonder. I certainly wonder. But yeah, just the best thing about the episode was being able to see Kaban again and the owls. Just that was by far the best thing about the episode. It was really good. And yeah, I'm glad we're starting to see friends that I actually want to see, I don't mean to pick on Campo Flicker, I don't want to. I don't want to make her feel bad or anything, but she was just so low on my list of friends that I wanted to see in this season from Season 1, just near the bottom. I'm not sure who I'd put below her, really. I mean, like, I don't think I'd put anyone below Campo Flicker. I'm trying to think. Maybe some of the people from the Moose-Lion conflict, like some of the side characters, maybe I'd put below Campo Flicker, but... Like, she was just so low. I don't know why she came back. But this episode, we had the owls, which were, like, top 5 as far as my favorite Season 1 characters go. So that was great. It was definitely satisfying to see. But yeah, definitely one of the best episodes of the season, I would say. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.